What's going on, everybody? It's late. I'm up until I fall asleep. I just wanted to get on live and catch up with you all. Y'all, I'm so relaxed right now. I'm just chilling. I don't even have the lamps on for the for the live. Besides, I'm not showing my face. What's going on, y'all? How you doing? What's going on, Condia? How you in the fam? I know you busy. Good morning, LLC. I'm up too, shaking my head. Listen, for all the ones that are blessed to be insomniacs, put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you're an insomniac. Oh man, I tell people insomnia is an ass kicker. Okay, you don't get sleep, your body starts to shut down. Forget everything else. Child, boo. I value sleep too, so I'm just kind of mad right now, y'all. So let's all be up together. Might as well catch up on everything that's going on in the kitchen sink. I hear Candace, you didn't go live today, you heifer. You wanted to talk about Malaysia Airlines, something missing in planes and blah blah blah, because she knows she can't talk about TPUSA no more. But I do have a video I did want to show. It's not her, it's just a video about her. Both sides did a fantastic job. With a couple of videos he's posted, Storybox and my brother in Christ Jay Witt, plus Nicholas Brooks is giving us the fantastic breakdown of what's going on between the Macron case and what we can expect if TPUSA sues Candace Owens. Which, come on, God, please let that happen. So some videos we can just kind of sporadically chill out with, not necessarily a full lineup on everything. That's why I said, let's just catch up on everything. It's not specific stuff. And then Marianne Lorient has done an updated post because it is a class action lawsuit ongoing between some co-plaintiffs who were sponsors and donors to FDMG, and now they're suing his ass because he wants to pretend like he doesn't have to keep track of the money, even though donors are asking for ledgers or expense reports or something to show proof how he's spending the money. He still don't release it to donors, and then he turns around and calls them haters. So he's just doing whatever he can to prevent from having to disclose this information, but he will not be able to dodge or pick and choose have a choice to pick and choose when he wants to release the documents is when the IRS comes for his little chunky monkey ass. So we are here for it. We're gonna have a lot of court things going on this year. Candace, take your ass to court, you heifer. Go to court, girl. I heard you wilding out all weekend. I can't even be on call. Y'all was on call for work. When there's inclement weather, based on what I do, I have to be on call because we have like meetings that go every 2 hours to see what's going on with the streets being treated and blah blah blah, and taking care of the employees. I got it. So, as you all can imagine, it has me on a night owl loop because the shift that I work is B shift, and that starts at 11 p.m. and that takes me to 7 a.m. So I've just been up like this for 3 nights straight. They tried me, Lord, but we here. Get some comments said. How y'all doing? What's up, everybody? Y'all come in here and hit the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the Lady Luck Club. We are growing. You guys have no idea how bad I need this, and I want this channel to continue to grow. The second channel as well is so close to being monetized. It just needs a few more watch hours on the content. So if you guys can, please make sure you're checking out the content there. Oftentimes I stream to both, so you can either check it out here in the LLC or the second channel, but we just need some more watch hours over there to get that monetized, and hopefully we'll be rolling. So by March 31st, my birthday, we can be at least 50,000 supporters here in the LLC. I've been blessed with you guys helping to grow this channel. And I've seen others that have started out with half of my count. Just be blessed to surpass where I am. So it's our time here in the LLC. So let's subscribe and like and hit the like button, comment, and make sure you're sharing the content. And I appreciate that. Thank you all so much for your support. We got some comments up in here. Get a clue said he's up. Princess, how you doing, huh? I'm not bothering you, dog. Am I? I hope I'm not intruding on your work day right now, because I know you at work right now. Oh man, Kadir said we good. They finally to go back to school tomorrow. Okay, that's right. The sun, the not the sun. If only the snow got the schools closed today. So yeah, but that's for me when it's bad weather like that. That's just me having to work another shift and be on call. It's not even fun anymore. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind my kids are a little older, so I don't mind them being out of school. I just kind of do mind having to get up early with them just to take them to school. And they don't live near me, so it's a headache. Let's see here. I'm glad to hear you and the family and the kids are doing well. Get them babies ready for school, girl. They'll be all night with me. I plan to keep it quick. Just wanted to talk with you all. It is early in the morning here, so hands up. Oh, cool, good. No, you're not missing nothing. I just want to make sure 2 of the 39 are Umar's exes. You making this up, friend? Francisca said 2 of the 39 co-plaintiffs are Umar's exes. Are you serious? Yeah, you better not be playing with me. That better be for real. If it's for real, Umar, you dumb Oompa Loompa, I'm going in on your ass. He's got to have little feet, little ding, everything else, because you got 39 exes sitting here talking about, oh no, we suing you. D was not that good. We suing your ass. Oh yeah, I'm on one tonight. I am on one tonight. If I get a little potty mouth, just go with it. Boy, that would be epic. Oh my God, Candy Beals, you win Ava show. If it wasn't for Candace, you win Ava show. What does that mean, honey? You win Ava show. What are you doing? Why are you copying and pasting the Ebonics? Y'all, it's a bot. I just don't understand. Why are you copying and pasting Ebonics? Well, Candy Bill. Okay, spell check your comment and then send it back, okay? Or at least here in the LLC, I will help you to actually spell words. Candace won't, but I'll do it. All right. All right. What do you say? What do you say? Wouldn't have. You wouldn't have show if it wasn't for Candace. First of all, I'm gonna talk about who I want to talk about, because I don't think you bots care about us having free speech. Secondly, Candace doesn't pay my damn bills. Now, if I was getting in like 20,000 in every single show, plus, like if I had a minimum 20,000 on both the vertical and horizontal broadcast separately, meaning combined, I got 40,000 subs coming in and watching. Maybe I will make a couple $100, but I don't think you understand how YouTube pays out. It's 10 cents per 1,000 views, and then they take 30 to 40% off of the top, including the supers, for like taxes and stuff. So don't get it twisted. Ain't nobody making that much money off of her. Child, please. You can tell her to send me a check. Oh boy, Candace might be as broke as I am in a few weeks, because she don't know how to shut the hell up. But girl, the more you talk, the more evidence they get. It's insane. Yeah. I'm Jofta Boot Bot. Yeah, you're bot. Oh Lord have mercy. Boo. Candy is a public figure though. She is. The only thing that with TPUSA and Erica Kirk, if they sue her, they definitely need to meet the malice intent component, because she's going to try to go in as, oh, she's a public figure, and she does reporting and journalism and blah, even though we all know she don't. But that's her attorney is gonna try to lie like that. With the one with the Macrons, they went straight to a motion to dismiss, but they did reference her being a journalist. So that automatically increases the actual burden for, you know, her case or whatnot. So that's kind of like, I hope all of these attempts with Erica, what she been doing, flying to Tennessee and trying to give her information and all this old dumb crap, hopefully it'll pay off and then she'll learn how to stop. Because Candace is not one where you entertain that nonsense. Ignore her ass and she'll go away. Can't say, oh, you, oof, child. Oh, what's going on, Jennifer? Hey, everyone. Can't believe you all are awake too. I know. It's the ASMR stuff. Yeah, it's the ASMR show. I don't turn on the music. The ASMR show. That's what this is. For all the ones that you just can't go to damn sleep. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate that. Mike says Candace allegedly make 10 million, definitely worth suing. Yeah. she got bank, and whatever she don't, George do. Cause he weird like that. Child boo. So the first thing I want to do is check out this video from Mary Ann Lorient as she speaks about an update regarding the lawsuit, the class action rather, that's being filed against Umar the Oompa Loompa. So she just went live, I think, I want to say yesterday. And I want to check out what she has to say, and then we're going to check out a couple of videos that was done. One was done by both sides, and the other one was done by Jay Witt, which were really good, and also went into some deeper discussion about some things that people should be talking about often. So, first and foremost, make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Hit the like button, all right? And check out Marianne Lawrence YouTube channel. Make sure you check out her content. Her newest video is speaking on an update of this class action. So let's get to it. Put a one in the chat where you can see it here. Let's go.
Hi family, this is Marianne. I wanted to make this video so I could bring some clarity on the legal process that we're going through with Umar Johnson. Now, I want to say that a lot of you made some comment and gave some very valuable insight and some very positive comment, which I've took note and want to share with the lead attorney the next time we sit down and meet with them. But there's some of you who feel that we need to get rid of the legal team and start from scratch. This journey that we're embarking with Umar Johnson is a very complex situation. It's easier on the sideline to say what should be done, what shouldn't be done. It's complicated, family. You understand? And I think
Yeah.
on my December 24th video, I made it very clear that I was outnumbered. If you go back and look at my video on the 24th, I tell you guys we received our paperwork. I was outnumbered. I was outnumbered. Why? Because I wanted to do the legal realm where the group it's a collective group. There's a vote that was taken. It was 39-1. They want to do the sit down approach and have some civil dialogue, thinking that they will have a positive outcome and get their donation money back. Now,
Mm.
family, a lot of you who are African American really don't understand the concept of the way the conscious community think and move. And the conscious community, they feel taking a black man to court, which is a white arena, white power structure that's going to tear that individual down. They use court for a last resort. Now, does it sound like buffoonery? It depends on the content you're looking at it. Yes, in some cases it may, in some cases it may not be. But the point that I'm making, we still have to respect people's right, the way they want to approach things in the way they view certain things. So that is why a lot of you find it so crazy and outrageous. Like, why are these women want to sit down and have conversation with Umar? They're not going straight to court. When we sat down with the lead attorney, he said, I concur with Miss Lorian. He told us court was actually the best route to approach this. Again, he is being hired to provide a service. So the group's like, no, we're going to try this approach. And if we're not successful, we will go to court. And this is not a slam dunk process. I told you guys it's going to be a process. Okay, so they didn't want to go to court. They want to do this sit down and talk. And I told them he's a con artist. This sit down approach, I wasn't comfortable. And when we sat down with the lead attorney, he made it clear to us. He's like, if we went straight to court with him, once there's something called the docket, he explained to us. He said once it hit the docket, if his influence is as popular off social media, it's popular out there. Any news outlet could pick up the docket and then make it because it's public information. Any content creator could have looked at the docket and report on it. And I told them to the going straight to court, that's like hitting him left, right, up and down, not allowing him to
Mm-hmm.
come up for air. There's going to be multiple eyes on the situation. And then we're going to have that legal realm to protect us where he can't weasel his way out. But no, they want to do the talking approach. And I'm a team player. I'm like, okay, y'all going to see this talking approach not working. And I'm hoping that,
Yeah.
Umar does not cooperate. We go to court. But so far, Umar's cooperating. Umar already told them he's opening the school, family, because our approach is like, hey, give us our money back or open the school. And we want transparency what our money was used for.
Yeah, but she should have asked him how you gonna sustain it. Even if you get the money to open it, how do you keep it running? Because now he won't be able to go on all these speaking arrangements and all this other nonsense. So how is he going to keep it functioning? It's crazy. And plus, those buildings wouldn't even pass an inspection. The mold is within the foundation. So the idea of them mediating is probably something that the judge would have ordered them to do, is to try to mediate. Problem is that Umar is not one where you can mediate with him. Either he gonna take everything that happens and go talk about it, or he'll definitely take it out of context and then try to fix and paint the narrative to make it seem like he's so innocent. Ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm with her. Just go straight to trial. But I do think that the judge probably, because this is still a civil matter, would try to get them to do a settlement out of court, because there's so many co-plaintiffs, and you know that's a lot of information, a lot of discovery, a lot of everything. So they would rather the parties decide to go and mediate. But when you know what you're dealing with, she's like, I want to go straight there, but I get you. But it would have to be extenuating, like he's decided to do something very, like, highly illegal, or extra criminal. And she's like, okay, look, we can't do all this XYZ because he's not going to act in good faith. Right now, that's her only argument she can make. I don't believe he will act in good faith. I believe he will go in to this settlement and then just say whatever. And now, it's kind of like he's going to get his way again because he got a way with words. But, I get what she's saying. But if there's a chance that you can mediate, hell, make the amount whatever you want and settle out of court. But if he can't meet that demand, then back to the trial we go. Shoot. They just, Umar is not the person to negotiate with. Child, please. He whines and cries about people saying bad things about him. Francisca took the words out of my mouth. Civil dialogue with Umar? Exactly. Hey, no reply. How you doing, honey? How's it going? I hope you had a fantastic weekend. I hope you guys stay safe. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button below and subscribing to the Lady Luck Club. I am so excited about hitting this $50,000, no, 50,000 supporters. I wish it was 50,000. 50,000 supporters by March 31st. That's my birthday. And I would love to celebrate in style. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and make sure you are checked into the Lady Luck Club. Turn on all your notifications so you don't miss anything. Oh man, it's just a quick night. I'm not gonna play a whole lot because I know it's late. I just couldn't sleep. That's all it was. No reply says LLC. Did you see what I sent you? How Zach from Wolves of Finance, whoops, Finance was committing fraud at the spaceport of New Mexico. There was a 395-page government report that said Zach was doing fraud. What? Oh, I have to check that email. I'm gonna have to check that later on. Yeah, I'm gonna do another live because Candace didn't go live today. I was gonna, react to it, but now I feel even better because she didn't do one, and I'm not missing out on anything. But I'm not missing anything. But so he is already under investigation. If you're talking about fraud at a spaceport, yeah, that's a government investigation. You can't make that up. Wow. This little corny ass walking around here talking about I'm an accountant. Job boo. Candace's nude court date is in the end of April. Oh man. We'll check out the court docket. As a matter of fact, I wanted to see yeah, I wanted to see the calendar to see when she was gonna be going to court. Ooh, child. What the heck is going on? Oh, hold on. Calendar. Hold on, I'm trying to pull this up. What is going on? Okay. So while that's playing, we're gonna finish out Marianne Lawrence's video because she's giving updates about Umar's class action, and we're here for it.
I'm not lying to you. He came with these graphic, elaborate chart, family, break down with these elaborate graphic chart. And I was shocked. All this time we sat, our attorney made presentation, his attorney made presentation, and all this graphic. We did not see one picture of any renovated classroom, renovated cafeteria, no picture of inside the school. And then on social media, just like you guys are looking at me like right now on YouTube, how many content creator has shown the outside of the school? He didn't even show us outside of the school. All they did is break down the graphic. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. They broke down that he raised money. They broke down that he brought the building. They broke down that the rest of the money went for renovation. And I told you guys, we voiced to the attorney, we're like, hey, you know what? We want to see receipt from contractor. We want to see contractor receipt of work that was done with you. So now the attorney, he realized there was kind of like not strong unity among the group because when we had to pay the retainer fee, he even voiced out, he goes, how come I'm representing all 40 of you and one person is paying the retainer fee? He didn't feel it was fair. So this man, he is in and out of court. He knows how the legal system works. He's secure legal fee. The presentation is like, we want the legal fee up front, up front during negotiation. And if during the process of negotiation, he's not delivering what the group is asking, we go straight to court. Umar is not trying to go to court. His attorney is not trying to go to court. And that lawyer, our legal team, they know they're not trying to go to court. And he's like, if up front, he peeped the group. If up front, people are not spitting out retainer fee, he wanted to secure that he get paid. So now The group, especially the little one that laid up in the middle of the bed with them, I'm going to talk family. Yes, I'm going to talk. Because when the attorney sat with us, they wanted to know who was romantically involved. That was very important information. They didn't want to be blindsided. Two of
Mm-hmm.
them were romantically involved with this man. So she's the most vocal one. She wants to know, I don't understand. How come the attorney fee is secure? What's going on with our money? Let me tell you what's going on with your money. Yeah, y'all want to sit down and chit chat with Umar. Umar's cooperating. Umar's going to open the school. Now, family, I don't know how functional the school is going to be. You
I
understand?
won't let
I don't
my
know
kids in
how
there.
long. I don't know. He's gonna open the school. He's gonna make this big reveal. He's gonna show work. We haven't seen anything. You understand? We saw graphic chart, fancy graphic chart. That's what we saw. So now, if they want to open the school, they want to open the school. They want to open the school with the
Okay. Sorry, guys. I had to wait till this laptop regained access again. It just kind of started freezing and the internet just kind of cut off. It's still a little inclement weather down here, so my bad. Let's see. I paused it as soon as I realized that you guys weren't able to see or hear anything. So let me see. Um, all right, let's get back to it. I apologize. I don't know what's going on other than the weather. Oh, let's see. I just wanted to finish up a little bit of what she was saying and then check into the court docket for Candace's case with the Macrones. And hopefully we'll be reading one about TPUSA soon. Thank you all so much for bearing with me. I appreciate that. Can you guys hear? Yeah, everything's all good. Jennifer, how you doing? Everything's all good. It's just the weather is still kind of bad down here. It's freezing and everything. And the cable just kind of, my internet just went out. So it took a few minutes, but we back up and running. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's get back to this so we can finish this out and then, see what's going on with Candice. Because, she's such a demonic alien. Hold on.
You understand? And I told them, court. And that lawyer, he's your attorney. This is what this man went to school for. He stated the same thing. We need to go to court. But y'all want to roll like we know we consciousful. We're not going to have the community looking at us sideways. We're going to go that route. Okay, where's that route taking us? And now he's talking about opening school. And then this law firm already secure their money. So we're paying, now you're using Umar's money, which is donation money, because this man does not have a 9 to 5. He has no source of income. We're using donation money to pay for a legal fee, and then he's going to open a school that's not going to be functional. And then there you go, family. There you go. It's graphic. We haven't seen any. I'm going to keep it real. We haven't seen any receipt from any contractor. Everything was fancy graphic, and I wouldn't be surprised when he make his little reveal in February. We'll probably see graphic, and they'll probably show inside of the school the renovation, whatever that was made. But family, I just wanted to come on here and give some clarity on, you know, to tell you guys this is not just a slam dunk. It's a process. It's a process, and we just have to be patient. These lawyers know what they're doing. They know they have their strategy, and Umar has a strategy. There's so much I could say. There's so much I could say, but he's going to open the school. Prepare for these bandos to be open. That's what he's doing. Thank you. It's Marianne. I hope I was able to share a little clarity on this process. Talk to you soon, Marianne.
Okay, there you go. So basically, it's a waiting game with, trying to figure out if they'll be able to pull off a successful mediation of some sort, which is typical with these type of class action lawsuits, because you know um class action is typically someone just getting damages for what was done wrong to them, and it's so many people involved. It's just easier to try to work it that way, because that trial can be forever. If you've got 40, 50 other co co-plaintiffs listed, now you're talking about a 3-4 day trial minimum if it does get to that point. So he gonna want to settle. He gonna want to settle. Now the question is, would he have the money? That's my thing. Would he have the money? Sounds like he would be broke as hell. Yeah, I'm trying to look at the calendar right quick. For Judge Rennie. And let's see here. This was in New Castle County. Okay, weekly civil. Okay, I don't see anything for the day. Um, what's this weekly daily calendar and other proceedings? I know you guys can see it. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing before I switch screens. Did she have court today? Is that what you're saying, no reply? Let's see here. So this is like a check-in of some sort that they do just to see who's what and where as far as a case status. So Judge Rennie had a violation of probation today. Let's see here. Let me see. Case review. Let's see. Jury selection. This is a criminal matter. I'm just looking for his name. Judge Brennan. O'Connor Wallace. And okay, Rennie. This is for Odessa Partners v Oasis Pro. Ah, okay, that's all of that. Let me see. What did you see? No reply. What did you see? She had a hearing. The docket says something from today. Okay, let me check. Let me check. Court connect. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on. So she had a hearing today. I'm gonna just look on the docket. What's the case number? It slipped my mind. Is it C25 and dash 07 dash 194? Hold on, that's not a dash. I can't remember the case off the top of my head for some reason. It's like muscle memory kicks in. Hold on one second. Okay, let's see what's happening. Oh no, I put in the wrong one. What's the case number? It was not from today. Sorry, it was from 3 days ago. Oh man. Anybody remember the case number? For some reason, it's slipping my mind. Okay, well, I figured that out. Let me pull up another video. So, shout out to Marianne for keeping us all informed and everything. It's awesome. Let's see here. Now, both sides did a fantastic video. And then, of course, my brother in Christ, Jay Witt. And his is pretty lengthy, so I don't want to do the whole one. But he has some great content. He has been keeping his foot on Candace's neck, as the rest of us. Let's see here. Let's see. Candace Owens defends a non-abuser, a known abuser. What the heck? Okay, this is the one I want. I want to hear him talk about the cease and desist, y'all. That is something else. I'm so excited. Okay, let me try again with the case here. Wait a minute, that can't be it. N25C. There it is. Okay. Thank you, no reply. N25C dash 07 dash 194. All right, here we go. Okay. Thank you, no reply. I appreciate it. I was a letter off. Ooh, child. So there is a jury trial demand. Let's go down to straight to the bottom because you guys know I always go over this information. So they had gotten their reply in from the defendant's side back on the 9th. Now, January 21, which was 6 days ago, there was a notice posted, motion regarding notice of motion to dismiss and to strike the first amended complaint on April 28th at 10 a.m. Okay. So it's a notice for the hearing has been scheduled for April 28th at 10 a.m. So that's probably why I didn't see it on the calendar, because the calendar doesn't go too far out about, regarding what's online and available between the judge calendar and the court calendar. They don't have them too far out scheduled because things can change, right? So far, it is set for April 28th, 2026 at 10 a.m. So I'm gonna try my best to see if I can get in that Zoom here. I just want to spectate. Candace, you can't escape me no matter how hard you try, you demonic alien. So yeah, we're gonna try to get into that Zoom hearing. That's going to be something else. I really want to hear arguments on this motion to dismiss. Because did nobody tell her to file it? She gonna file it and then talk about, yeah, I want to get to the discovery phase. I want all the smoke. Sue me. Okay. They said wish granted. Job boo. So that's that, y'all. So we got April 28th. Mark your calendars because we definitely are gonna tune in to the actual hearing itself. Even if I have to do like a silent live stream if I'm working, yeah, I can just do a no commentary type of live where you just listen in and then go back and talk about it, because I think that'll be the best way to go. Let's see here. So yeah, that's that, man. I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, and we're gonna get back to Scientology tomorrow. I don't know what Candace is doing, but this is why I wanted to do this tonight, because I really want to go over the Jenna Miscavige, her story that she tells, and um, I think it's just fascinating, especially with her being the niece of that David Miscavige guy. So absolutely worth listening to and hearing. Let's see here. Then Paramount Tactical did a live that I want to check out. And then let's see. Hold on. I'm just trying to get the other video I saw with Jay Witt. He did such a good job on this. Okay, yeah, this is what I want to see. It's not gonna be alone with you all. It's just gonna be something for us to kind of get caught up on everything. I'm glad she didn't go live, child. Sometimes we just need that break from her. Y'all know how I am. I can't watch it without y'all. I can't watch it without you all by my side. I have to have y'all by my side. So, okay, we ready. So the first thing I want to is Jay Witt. Now we got a date for court. Candace, you better show your little ass up for court too. And please, think you gonna go in there and run that judge in that courtroom if you want to. I dare you. I want you to go in there and show your ass so he can hold your behind in contempt. I've never advocated for somebody to actually give the judge a hard time, but this time I'll make an exception. Now go in and give him a hard time. I would just love to see exactly what he's gonna do to you. Can't make this stuff up, man. Okay. So first we're gonna kick it off with Jay Witt, and then both sides, because I enjoy his commentary is very direct and straightforward. But this is here is it's just a lot of people don't want to talk about this as far as the monstrosity that TPUSA has allowed to grow and fester, because it's okay to be passive in certain areas, but when there's a time to put your foot down, you put your foot down. And since that didn't happen with Candace, now she's, a behemoth. And this behemoth is walking the earth, devouring everything that stands for anything good and holy. Especially with, Charlie Kirk's legacy. I mean, she never had any respect for his wife. She definitely don't care for his kids. She just wants what she wants and is selfish. She's a narcissist. So this is something that I, have said myself. They should have already called him out, especially Charlie Kirk. Should have called her out a long time ago. That way, if she's mad at you and responds, he was here on earth to be able to respond and defend himself. But she waits until he, is assassinated. Now she wants to sit here and have all these issues. But not one time did she address these concerns to Charlie Kirk herself. The one she claims to be a good friend to. So it's just hypocrisy on steroids. And I wish he would have said something to her. I really do. Because that would eliminate a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. But, here we are. So let's check out this video. And be honest with you, this probably be the only one we do. Because I'll save the other one for tomorrow from both sides. Because I actually enjoy, his commentary on it. He's very straightforward. When I say straightforward, I mean, child, he does not hold back. And his accent is just so lovely. But either way, shout out to Jay Witt. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know it's late. Y'all just hit that like button. And make sure you're subscribed to the LLC. If you're not, thank you so much. No reply. I appreciate you. All right, y'all put one in the chat where you can see and hear. Let's get to it.
This is a clip from an earlier live stream. I know you're going to like it. So the link to the full video is down below. Check it out. I'll see you over there.
This next sentence sends me. She has claimed to know that there are people at Turning Point USA who are not good people and has suggested that Turning Point USA and TPUSA Faith have been infiltrated by military operatives. Yes, I do know there are people at Turning Point USA who are not good people. I stand by that. It's the truth. I specifically said Tyler Boyer was a sexual deviant. I stand by that. It's the truth. Turning Point USA Faith, the military. I'm sorry I looked up these people. I'm sorry that Rob McCoy is out there defending somebody who went to prison.
So I got the Tyler Boyer video. If you didn't watch it this weekend, Tyler Boyer did a video, a podcast, and answered all those questions about what Candace is talking about.
Y'all let me know if you all want me to go over that video. We have one more video too regarding Tyler Robinson from what's his name? Oh man, the gentleman's name. He did just a great in-depth breakdown of Tyler Robinson, especially with some text messages or something. So I haven't seen that one. If you guys want to check that out, we can. And the Tyler Boyer interview that was done, we can check them out. Y'all let me know. Oh, why is Candy O and Alien in the thumbnail? Oh, because it's funny. For no other reason, just for me to have a good giggle. No reply said cost sharing agreement, CSA. This is a very important term. This is the rebuttal to the whole argument around TPUSA and Wolves and Finance situation. When an organization has a 501c3 and a 501c4, which is political arm, they often share the same office, the same computers, and the same employees to the IRS. This is fine as long as the money is tracked by the minute. Makes sense to me. And I do believe Charlie Kirk did do that. I believe he stayed on top of the finances. I mean, based on what I'm hearing overall so far, I haven't heard anybody say, he was bad with his money. So, he seemed to have been doing pretty well. He knew how to drew in the income. And Candace all of a sudden think, that's her money, like she's supposed to just take over. Girl, kick rocks, Felicia. You can't make this up. So I'm glad you point this out, because this is some of the stuff that Wolves of Finance was saying in his video that was completely false, especially about TP endowment. And he's being caught up having what sounds like had a hand in fraud. No reply. You got all the tea. He said, in cases Hicks and DeGregorio used Holdridge signature stamp to approve purchases, a use that should have been documented by an email from Holdridge that he approved the purchase use of the stamp. Oh, wow. That would be fraud. Plain and simple. And he says in no She didn't go live because she had an update on the Macron case check docket. Yeah, there was an update done on that day. Was there any other updates? Can y'all hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? I just want to make sure. This is as fine as long as the money's tracked by the minute. Gotcha. Y'all make sure y'all can let me know if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat. The Gregorio is Zach from Wolves and Finance. Okay, gotcha. Yep. So he's already in trouble out here trying to hone in on someone else's finances. His ass is already in trouble. He's already being investigated. Make that make sense? It's like the pot calling the kettle black. These narcissists have no concept at all of hypocrisy. They're hypocritical. You walking around trying to find dirt on TPUSA finances and you don't even have your own house in order. So that means he doesn't need money for an attorney. Because if he's going through that, shoot, he already has an attorney, even if it's like a public defender, since that's a criminal matter. But he already has somebody he could talk to and ask questions to. So him begging for an attorney is, child, that's laughable. All right. Let's get back to this with Jay Witt. Y'all let me know, though, if you want me to respond or react to the interview with Tyler Boyer, as well as, finish up Turkey Tom. That's his name. Turkey Tom's video that he did about Tyler Robinson, because I really want to get to the one with about Tyler Robinson when those cases start picking up so you guys can have a better understanding of what's going on. But, let me know. All right, let's get back to it.
I have the reduced version, the trimmed down version. I'm going to have that come up tomorrow so you can check that out. Needless to say, Candace is just making this stuff out of whole cloth. I do want to bring this in just real quick. This is the wrong one. Okay. But this is that list that she put up, this list of verified lies. And we're like, what are you talking about? Like, some of these things are just wholeheartedly not true. And I have both of them. I pulled the wrong one up to start with. But I just think that's very interesting how she goes about this. Let's pull her back in. Let's get done.
Candace is psycho.
For molesting kids. What? The issue is I noticed, again, where is the lie that I have told? Let's see if we're going to get to it. Moreover, it continues. She has accused a Turning Point USA employee of being intentionally evasive in an effort to clear Erica Kirk's name, specifically as to whether Ms. Kirk was at Fort Huachuca in or around an alleged secret meeting that Ms. Owens Farmer has linked to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, I told the truth. I said that I requested this multiple times over weeks, and each time I was given an excuse. That's just the truth. I was told she was really busy, and then she popped up at a game, and I said, hey, can I get something? And they sent me something that wasn't what I asked for. So that's just the truth. And then said that.
And then you insinuate that Turning Point TPUSA has something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. Just like she doesn't even address the fact, when she talk about she telling the truth, but she didn't address the fact that she called someone a pedo. Let's get done for molested kids. Like, she doesn't say anything about that. Or the fact that, in the actual letter, it says something different about the people there, as far as what she's been lying about, as opposed to just, addressing the idea that there's good and bad people. No, you said something much more deeper than that. She wants to take words out of context.
Done.
For molesting kids.
See, who did that? What's the evidence?
The issue is I noticed, again, where is the lie that I have told? Let's see if we're going to get to it. Moreover, it continues. She has accused a Turning Point USA employee of being intentionally evasive in an effort to clear Erica Kirk's name, specifically as to whether Ms. Kirk was at Fort Huachuca in or around an alleged secret meeting that Ms. Owens Farmer has linked to Charlie Kirk's assassination. Now, I told the truth. I said that I requested this multiple times over weeks, and each time I was given.
Yeah, but the whole reason as to why you want her to send you information is built upon a lie. You dingus. It's built upon a lie, you dumbass. You don't get to lie and say someone was there at the base, and now they have to give me all this evidence to prove where they were. No, That is you perpetuating yourself to be an actual investigator. That's not what you do. You're not an investigator. You want to call yourself a little reporter or journalist or whatever, fine, whatever. But you're not an investigator. You're not a private investigator. No. You don't work for law enforcement. Nothing. This is why you leave this stuff to the pros. This is nonsense right here. Nonsense. She started a lie about them being involved in Charlie Kirk's death. And now you want to know her alibi because some fool came on your show saying, oh, I saw her, was at the hotel. Yeah, that was clear as day. You don't forget those eyes. Oh, it's those eyes. I mean, hell, he didn't present any evidence at all. So the idea that they owe her something is laughable to me. I would laugh at her every time I hear her wanting something from me. I would laugh. I'm not sending her crap. Y'all can go send her whatever. I ain't doing it. That's what Erica's response should have been. I'm not doing it. She can kick rocks and kiss my ass. I don't owe her anything. She ain't nobody. She can't have you thrown in jail. It's like Candace knows who shot Charlie Kirk and she just doesn't want to say. You can't make this up.
Excuse. That's just the truth. I was told she was really busy. And then she popped up at a game and I said, hey, can I get something? And they sent me something that wasn't what I asked for. So that's just the truth. And then said that it was on me last week because I had my son's birthday and family in town. I was going to send you a screen record of what I actually wanted. And I said, maybe it's because there's a third party there. It's not.
I'm going to say it again. I've said this before and I'm going to say it again. This probably needs to be the standard. Turning Point USA has created this monster. Turning Point USA should have given her nothing. Once she started this foolishness, they should have just said, cut ties. Nobody talked to her. I'm sorry. This is not a popular opinion. This is Turning Point's fault. They shouldn't have been given. Nobody needs to be giving her any information. Nobody should be going back and forth like, oh, we didn't mean to send you this. We should have sent you that and send us a video what you want to send. Ixnay you. Who cares what you got to say? Turning Point, y'all need to stop messing with this woman. Andrew Colvett, you need to stop messing with this woman. Every last one of you. Like, this is what y'all get. You do realize if you just left her alone and sent her a cease and desist, she would have nothing to build off of. But y'all gave her stuff. Y'all sent her text messages. You try to send her screen grabs and such like that, and it wasn't enough for her. That's y'all fault, Turning Point. I know it's not popular. I'm sorry, but Turning Point, y'all need to stop. You need to see her as the enemy. She's the enemy. If you're playing a basketball game,
because she's certainly not their friend. No. She's not Erica Kirk's friend. Hell, she's only friends with Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson until they decide to turn on and say something that she needs to hear. Funny how the only person she would have taken advice from would be Charlie Kirk. And he left her alone. He blocked up behind and unfriended her and everything else. He didn't want to have nothing to do with it. Honestly, if he would have went off a little bit and told her to knock it off and all that, and she would have calmed down. Would it have lasted long? I don't know. But she would have calmed the hell down. But this idiot here, man, you building everything on a lie. You want people to prove something to you. You don't pay their bills. Pay somebody's mortgage and then holler at me.
In a football game, you don't send your plays and your hand signals to the other team for them to study the day before the game. Would you do that? Well, no. Then treat her like that. We're not sending you nothing else. Go kick rocks. She's not doing anything, which I think is really the part of the problem. Yes. This is some Chitlin Circuit, Bojangles investigation. It's not going to lead anywhere. Nothing is going to happen.
Not at all.
It doesn't matter what Candace comes up with her spreadsheets and which, by the way, she still hasn't put that raw data on her website, the plain data. None of it leads anywhere. Exactly. It's going to go to nowhere.
Yep.
Nothing's going to happen. Now, one person is going to go to jail because of what Candace Owens is doing with this Inspector Gadget, Mr. Magoo investigation. So stop messing with her. Laugh at her like we do. Come join us. Turning Point USA.
Okay.
You know what? Usually we have Cantifa come up here to the front of the church. Okay, we're going to have to, Cantifa, y'all going to have to sit out there in the regular population. We need Turning Point USA to come up here to the front of the church. We're going to let them have premium seat up here in the front of the church. All of y'all, Eric and Mikey and Rob and all of y'all. Andrew, and definitely you, Andrew. All y'all come up here to the front of the church and listen.
Yep.
Stop playing with this woman.
Yep.
She don't have good intentions. There you go. You
Please.
thought she had good intentions, and I apologize that you did. And I apologize. You were giving her the benefit of the doubt. That was.
I'm sorry. I'm not apologizing for nobody. Don't give her the benefit of the doubt unless you can prove evidence that someone was at a military base or at a hotel. Physical evidence of any sort. Because otherwise, you know, at some point you got to just start believing what's happening around you in reality. You're one of those ones where your mind is just completely going off the la la land. There's no pleasing you. But if you at least want to know what's going on and you genuinely want to know what's happening with this case, she's not solving anything. How many times have I asked for her to just tell us who pulled the trigger on the gun? We're nowhere close to that, and it's been 5 months. We're nowhere closer to telling us who pulled the trigger on the gun. She's bringing in all this fluff. Who pulled the trigger on the gun? If she doesn't know, it's because she's not looking. I've never seen someone give a whole episode dedication to clapping back at two people. Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, more Ben Shapiro, more Daily Wire. Like, that's it. This is ridiculous. This shows you all how stupid she is, too.
A lot of people don't fault you for that, you know, the weeks and month after Charlie Kirk's death. But Charlie Kirk has been passed for 4 months now. Y'all got 90 days to stop playing with this woman. Why y'all still playing with her?
Okay.
Clear. But to date, they haven't sent me what I asked for.
Who cares,
So,
Brenda?
I told the truth. In short, Ms. Owens Farmers has not put an end to what she has expressly admitted to be a flood of allegations against people at Turning Point USA, people at Turning Point Action, and people who work for the Charlie Kirk show. Yeah, I'm sorry, Andrew Cole, that sucks.
Wow.
My December 2nd letter, it continues, emphasize that Ms. Owens Farmer must cease her disparaging comments. And
wait, hold on. Okay, wait.
Yeah, saying he sucks, although you might think it's just free speech, it could have some consequences when it's connected to a bigger concern. You know, you keep insinuating that there's some sort of S trafficking and stuff like that going on and PD rings and all this stuff. No, you don't get to do that. That's all defamatory. Especially when you're saying that someone is committing a crime. That's defamatory. You know, Candace, you'll learn these terms as you go to court. She refused to learn the hard way. No, the easy way. So the hard way it is. Goodbye.
Wait. I missed this even in the earlier portion. There's been 2 letters. I knew it. I knew she got served before. I knew it. It says right here in my December 2nd letter. That means there was a letter delivered on December 2nd. And there was one delivered on December 15th.
You think she would try to do better?
This woman, please. I mean, we might need to just take a moment and pray that the Lord, that the Turning Point will go ahead and bring that noise. Go ahead and sue this woman.
Exactly. Sue her.
Go ahead.
Please.
She's already had a letter.
Yeah.
Please post this, Candace. Please post this.
this letter reiterates that obligation that includes, in part, ceasing to state or imply that Turning Point USA and or its employees, agents, directors, officers, affiliates, programs, or services played any part in Mr. Kirk's assassination. Ms. Owens Farmer must not state or imply that Turning Point USA and or its employees, agents, directors, officers, affiliates, programs, or services knew about the assassination beforehand, participated in the assassination day of, or covered up the truth about the assassination after the fact. Okay. That's it. That's the guts of the letter. Now, I've been very clear that there's only one reason, again, kill me for having common sense, that people lie. Why do people lie? Because they're...
But you haven't proven that they lied. Did y'all see her just say like, okay, well, okay, that's the crux of the letter. Okay. Because it's like, why are you acting so surprised if you've gotten a letter once before and you still showed a reckless disregard for it? How many letters do they have to send before it's time to take your ass to court? That's the problem here, Erica Kirk. You can't keep giving her chance after chance after chance. If you're doing this hoping that she's going to change her mind or whatever, this is futile. If you're doing it just to say to the judge, listen, we exhausted all of our options, and she still kept doubling down on everything. So we can't say we didn't try, because we did. And now, we leave it up to you all. It's on y'all, the jury. And they're not going to be so nice. This is crazy. She can't prove someone lied. She just said somebody was a ex-offender. Like, are you serious? Where's that
Covering
evidence?
something up. There's no other reason to lie, actually. I mean, you could be pathological, I suppose. You could just do it for funsies. But
Remember, I've speculated about 87% of the stuff that she says about other people
Candace is a
on her show
pathological.
or publicly or whatever is really how she rolls. So I'm gonna back this up just a little smidgen. So as we think about her talking about people lying, just think about, why would Candace lie?
and kill me for having common sense that people lie. Why do people lie? Because they're covering something up. There's no other reason to lie, actually. I mean, you could be pathological, I suppose. You could just do it for funsies. But when you consistently tell lies, it's usually because you're covering up something.
I'm glad she knows how a pathological liar thinks. They do it for funsies. It's nothing for them. It's like breathing air. Sort of how it is for Candace. She breathes like it's breathing, like it's easy. She lies like it's breathing air for her. That's how easy it is for her to lie. She feels no consciousness after she's lied and hurt people. She doesn't care that you got to get a restraining order. She doesn't care that you have to beef up your security. She doesn't care that you have to now walk with someone to your car or something. She don't care about any of that. She don't care about anything. Just what she wants, and that's it, which is to prove still nothing. It's pathetic.
It's a small lie. My kid tells a little fib. It's because they're covering up something that they don't want you to find out, right? So because Turning Point USA
Candace lie all
is
the time.
lying, it is a totally fair and reasonable assessment that they are engaged in a cover up. Now, are they protecting one another? Their
You haven't
mistakes
proved how they lied.
that they made? Are they trying to protect the organization because they know there are some bad eggs? Loyalty to one another because they knew each other, going back a decade. Blackmail. I can't tell you why. I can say that when people lie because they're engaged in a cover up, and that is something I'm going to stick by. An opinion I'm going to stick by.
You can't make this up.
Wow. When you just listen to that and you go with the notion that Candace is lying, if you just go with, just ride with me in the theater of your mind. When you think like Candace is lying, who are the bad actors that she's trying to cover up? Who's the bad eggs or the person, money? Who is it? It opens up a whole new world of shenanigans when you think that is she just projecting? Is she just projecting? Wow, this is insane.
Actually. So now regarding the broader point about financial impropriety, which being financially improper is not a crime, right? If you have a charity and actually only 1 cent out of $1 actually goes to what you say it's going to go to, it's not illegal, right? I'm not saying that's the case for Turning Point USA. We've barely covered their finances.
Why are you
actually
even doing that then?
But
Exactly.
I think that what they want is your money. So I'll make amends. Everybody watching, give all of your money to Turning Point USA. They are amazing. They are above board.
Candace,
They
you're such a clown.
That is such an interesting position to hold. Let it go, Jason.
They do nothing wrong. They're not focused on money. They just want yours. If you are watching this, please, if you have a 401k, consider giving that to Turning Point USA. If you're watching this, please,
Can't make this up.
if you're saving up to take your kids to a theme park, instead think about parking that money with Stacey Sheridan and Tyler Boyer and Erica Kirk at Turning Point USA. If you've got a grandma and she's frail and she's sick, consider rewriting her will and giving it to Turning Point USA. It will go to a very good cause. There's always a need for more pyrotechnics. If you are, trying to pay down your credit card, maybe don't do that, and try to do a monthly payment instead to Turning Point USA. And yeah, nothing they've ever done has been financially improper. It's crazy that anyone would say that. In fact, they are the most proper organization in the world. Israel's the most moral army in the world, and Turning Point USA is the most financially proper.
I can't. Y'all, I'm
What?
sorry. I what in the merciful name of God did we just watch?
She said,
Y'all,
"Oh my God,
Turning Point. I'm talking to you.
I
Turning
don't,
Point.
man. Look, man.
Turning Point. If
Ugh.
you do not sue that woman's socks off,
Okay,
I don't want
You
nothing to do with
better.
you. I want nothing to do with you, Turning Point. I mean, I want socks. I want the stock of socks to go up because you sued her
I
socks
know
off
that's right.
so bad. I mean, really. I mean, if she got bunions on
get
her
her.
feet, if she got calluses, if they're ashy, we need to see it all. You better sue her socks off, or we don't want nothing to do with you. Nothing. I mean, all her socks. If they got a hole in the sock, I don't care. We want that too.
Yep.
Good gracious alive. This woman is evil, y'all.
Yeah,
I've said it
very.
before.
I don't know
I'm not
what
trying to
the
make
hell's
put a
going
sock
on with her.
emoji in the chat just so I can feel like I'm not going crazy. Please put a sock emoji in the chat. This woman is evil, y'all. I'm not
Yeah,
saying that it's
She's
hyperbole.
crazy.
Candace is bona fide, unadulterated, wicked. That's it. There's no way around it. My name is Jason. She ain't gonna beat them charges, so don't even waste your time. Right? This woman is evil, man. This
Yep.
woman is vile. And I know Cantifa gonna be jumping all over this. Y'all go ahead and jump all over it and go jump to the foot of the cross because y'all need Jesus. If y'all still rock with this woman, she gonna lead you to hell. That's my
Yep.
my name is Jason.
Okay.
DearWokeshe@gmail.com. Candace gonna lead you to hell.
Yep.
I ain't got nothing to do. I don't even care about Turning Point because Turning Point, if they don't sue her socks off, I don't want nothing to do with her. But this woman right here gonna lead y'all to hell in style.
Yeah,
And guess
dumb
what?
lies.
I hope she
Yep.
don't have no socks on. I know you like that
Oh,
episode.
man.
This is actually a clip from a larger live stream. The link is down in the description, so you can go check it out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you down there. Grace and peace.
Yeah, that was awesome. So I wanted to pull up the one that both sides did. But his is like an hour long. And I just wanted to come on real quick. Let's see. And just kind of go over some stuff. Hold on. Maybe we can pull up Storybox right quick. Cause he always does so well. The Daily Wire do I do a new video? All right, let's see this one. This is newest one he did here. But it's so good. There's some great videos out here I've been trying to kind of catch up on. But I know both sides did that fantastic video and it was like an hour long. So we might have to say that for tomorrow. But this one here was another good one where, people have been getting on Candace about this whole, cease and desist. I mean, and she's just catching it. The only people that aren't going to say anything is Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly's ass. Seriously. Because they too scared of her. They scared of her. But I'm glad that I'm not, because I'm going to keep my foot on her neck until she stops doing this nonsense. They need to charge her with something. She's going to keep going at this rate. Child boo. All right, y'all, this is the story box. This video is only 11 minutes long. And it's basically, Erica Kirk warned you. She told you, girl, to shut up, Candace. She warned you. And, you didn't like the consequences of it. Now you still crying all over social media talking about I'm being sued again. When people start seeing that you're being sued left and right, and you get multiple lawsuits come in, which is why I keep saying that I hope that, Brian Harpole and Phil Lyman and all these other people decide to go ahead and sue, because it's going to weigh her down to the point where she's going to start thinking twice before she makes statements like this. This is the first time that she's been catching more lawsuits about the same old thing regarding defamation than anything else. And it's insane. She's the one that's doing this to herself. So let's check out the story box, you all. He's absolutely hilarious. And then that'll be it. I told you guys it was going to be a quick one. I just want to hang out with you all for a second. Hopefully you guys are feeling good and sleepy. You can get you some rest and go night-night. I'm going to try my best to. I think I'm feeling the sleepiness. So let's get this one in and then we can all get some sleep. Y'all, or just, put in some ASMR. Who knows? All right, let's get to it.
I made a video about 8 evil tactics that Candy Owens uses to make you believe in her lies. Those
Look,
tactics, well, I guess you can say there's 9 of them now. 1, anomaly overload. 2, just ask questions. 3, control the evidence. 4, use moral outrage or control the moral outrage. 5, spiritual shifting. 6, blame and gaslight. 7, victimhood claiming. 8, I didn't say that. 9, lie some more. And don't be a dingbat either. We know that she is one of the biggest dingbats in the face of the earth. And I also shared some of Wolfie's brilliant breakdown of all of, like, it's 6 pages long. That's how crazy it actually is, of all the crazy accusations. And, you know, the other thing is, like, I really do enjoy Nathan Livingston of Milk Bar TV's compilation videos, because they really do show us just how much of a nut job she is. And you know, I think I'm doing a great service to each and every one of you, not just Nathan doing a great service, but me passing it on to all of you, so that all of you can get in the know, right, about what Candy Owens is doing, being a lying grifter. So I want to show you guys this video from Nathan Livingston of proof that Candace Owens is an evil, lying grifter. She'll stop if Erica Kirk tells her to stop, which we already know that she doesn't actually mean that she's going to stop. She never does. And that resulted in Erica Kirk and Turning Point USA sending her a cease and desist letter. Brilliant, isn't it? But anyway, have a watch of this.
No one, and I mean absolutely no one, outside of my husband and Erica Kirk has the power to shut me up right now. That's it. 2 people. If you got to make an appeal, you got to go to them. And like I said, there's nobody that has the capacity to get me to shut up about this except for Erica Kirk and my husband. Those are the only people that I will answer to. I am on this journey to figure out what happened on that day. I'm not going to stop unless Erica Kirk asks me to stop. As I have said, I said early on, if Erica Kirk asks me to be quiet, I will be quiet.
And so my message to them is to stop. To stop.
Super fun show today. Erica has gone off on conspiracy theorists. It's about me. It's indirect, but it's also about me.
You go after the people that I love,
so evil,
and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode.
This is crazy.
Going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this. No.
I'm sorry, but that whole thing right there is frustrating. And I'm going to explain to you why. I just do not accept any of that. What you are watching here is an unbelievably emotional response that is absent of any logic. And it's a no from me.
The podcaster Candace Owens, she is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her? Stop.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I have to say.
That's all I have to
Stop.
Please stop. Please stop lying. I understand. I comprehend what I do.
She looks like a dumb alien saying that. Please stop. Please stop lying. That's not what you said or she said. Not one time did this lying thief talk about please stop lying. If they tell me to please stop lying, then I'll stop. You see him adding on something after the fact. That's how you get effed up now. Ugh, God.
Don't comprehend is what I've lied about. Because she's a widow, we can't question her judgment. And I want to say that I reject that. I reject emotional manipulation.
We were told
she doesn't have to answer her.
If we said stop, they would stop. And we said stop. And I'll say it again. Please stop.
I am starting to work through some of the questions that people have about her background. She was brought in as his handler to move him in that direction. She had him starry-eyed and wrapped around her finger. I can assert that I feel completely comfortable that saying or stating clearly that Erica is definitively aware and familiar with the Fort Huachuca base, intel base, because once upon a time she shot a teaser for a short film there or around there.
The issue is not that they were barely legal teens, which is what it is. It's horrendous. It's awful. It's pedophilia. Okay, relax. No, the issue is that Epstein is a Jewish spy, probably working with Israel.
Honestly, this is a time where it is appropriate to say this.
Stop.
I
That's it.
love
That's all I
it.
have to say. Stop.
Agree. I watched the episode. Just stop.
You know, when Erica
Yeah.
Kirk says my message
Well
to them,
done.
it wasn't necessarily just the candy. It was to them.
Mhm.
Because how many cease and desist letters did Erica Kirk send out? Or Turning Point? Seems like quite a few that we know
Mhm.
of. And there's more than likely more coming. So she gave everyone a warning when she went on Fox. And guess what? They all chose to ignore the warning. So she was doing them all a favor. She was giving them all grace in that moment. When she says stop, you stop. If someone tells you to stop and you are actually breaking the law,
Mhm.
do you continue to break the law or do you actually stop breaking the law?
Exactly.
I mean, common
Ah.
sense would tell you you stop breaking the law.
Yeah.
But no, some people don't have that common sense anymore. Lots of people seem to think that they are the law or they are the truth, just like Candy. So for months, Candy was going off and saying crazy accusations about Charlie, crazy theories.
Mhm.
And then she was like, well, I will stop if Erica Kirk tells me to stop. Then Erica Kirk tells her to stop. She doesn't stop. Then she reframes or changes the language that Erica Kirk didn't actually say. So she's putting words in Erica's mouth, which again means you're lying. You're lying for your own benefit and your own gain. That's what Candy does quite
Mhm.
well, I should say, even though she has these very evil tactics that I've laid out for you all. And one of them is continuously lie, 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 and lie some more. Because the more that you lie or the more you say something, the more you double down or triple down or quadruple down, whatever, how many times you want to go down on something, it doesn't matter, doesn't make it true, right? But she is supposedly making it that way. She's wanting it to be the case that the more she says something, the more people are going to believe her. And you know what's crazy? People do.
Yeah, some.
That's nuts.
The
by the
goons
way.
and morons.
Psychopathic narcissist. So it's no wonder, because you had Erica go to her house not long after this whole stop thing went on. Erica apparently went to Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly apparently organized things behind the scenes, and Megyn was so confident about it. She wanted peace, and maybe God was helping her bring about peace between the two of them. No, there's only Erica Kirk's side. There's not Candy's side. But nevertheless, Megyn seemed to think that Candy was in the right as well. She's in the no-no. Okay? In the no-no means that you're in the right somehow, according to Megyn. So Candy was just trying to find out who really killed Charlie Kirk. And I call bullcrap. So does so many others that have brains, that are functioning, by the way, with neurons floating around in them. Because not many people do. They may have a brain, but it's not working. And especially if you're following that dingbat.
Yep.
Or following Megyn too. They're both lying grifters. They're both incredibly evil and disgusting, but yet they want to reshape the narrative to suit whatever they want it to be. And they're very clever at doing it. Yesterday's video laid it all out for you.
Yeah.
Laid it all out. Showed you all, these are her tactics. This is how she does it. If you're not careful, you will fall into her trap.
Mm-hmm.
You will also be part of the Candy cult. Maybe you should do some more critical thinking. But the more times she keeps saying stuff, the more times she reverts to a new piece of information, the more she's hoping that you guys don't remember that she did, in fact, say that she was going to stop if Erica Kirk told her to stop. And then she wanted to make a mockery out of it after.
Mm-hmm.
So the meeting didn't work. And then we have Erica and Turning Point go, all right, you want to play it like that, Candy? Fine. You're in breach of contract. You signed an NDA. You breached it for months on end. We'll send you the cease and desist letter, but Candy just doesn't know when to quit. She's going to continue.
Yep.
So I say to Candy, good luck to you, because I guarantee you the results are not going to work out in your favor. You may think they are, but they're not. It's going to be an almighty downfall for you. That's what usually happens to evil people.
Mm-hmm.
There's a massive downfall. And I, for one, can't wait to see it. I really can't. Be quite satisfying, I think. Justice is what we call it. The downfall of an evil tyrant being Candy Owens. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed. And I'll see you all in the next video.
Kirk. We've been covering everything that's been going on with the Charlie Kirk.
Yo, shout out to the Story Box. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. He always speaks the truth. I wanted to make sure I was trying to catch it before we went on to the next one, but as you all can see, everybody's keeping their foot on her neck, and I think people are just fed up with her lies. It definitely would have helped if TPUSA would have been more assertive in either ignoring Candace or assertive in, we're not giving you evidence, but if you continue on at this rate, we're going to just sue you and keep it moving. That would have kind of kept her at bay this whole time, because she can whine and cry and say whatever she wants, but at the end of the day, that's not her company. So I rock with it, and I appreciate Storybox for doing that video. It's awesome. Well said, well done. Milk Bar has 3 videos we have not checked out. One is recent as 4 hours ago. And it talks about how Candace Owens ran cover for Kanye West. And then, of course, this mispronouncing of words because she doesn't know English. You know, aliens don't speak our language, okay? So that's epic. But we'll check those out on tomorrow. I just wanted to do a quick live with you all. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. And hopefully I can get done with work enough to where I can come on a little earlier as opposed to being in the middle of the night. But I just couldn't sleep. So I think I'm good. Hopefully you guys can try to get some sleep out there and get some rest. I have to work in the morning. So I want to thank all of you all so much for chilling out with me. Hit the like button. Everything on the way out. I think we got a super here. Says, thank you for the $2 super Israel Charlie. Oh man, come on. Thank you for the $2 super. I appreciate that. I wholeheartedly disagree, but I appreciate the super nonetheless. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. So that's gonna be the end of this one. Tomorrow we'll go live. If she does a live stream, we'll do that. You know, if not, you know, or if it's just dumb as hell, we'll do Jenna Miscavige's interview with Scientology, and then keep rolling with that, and then we'll, you know, maybe cover some of it after that. But you know, either way, we'll see how this goes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you all, and I will see you all tomorrow. Deuces. Have a good night.